Tarquill had it all: a job in the city, a beautiful wife, a lovely home, and a particularly nice perm. Until one visit to his local comic shop, he was introduced to the game of Versus. 2 weeks later, he was divorced. 2 months later, he was selling body organs just to buy the next packet of world's finest. So remember, if you play Versus, folks, buy sensibly. First plate on beer. I'm BJ McDonagh, bringing you the second edition of Lazarus Pit. We're here at Euston Station en route to the County Hotel, where we're bringing you coverage of today's City Championship event, the Silver Age event, featuring some of the guys from Team Lima and also guys from Team Betty on their way down from Luton. We join you from the County Hotel in London. The 12 entrants are here for the City Championships, and the decks are on the table. In the first round, I was relieved to see no Quicksilver making a presence. Therefore, no decks being inserted at bottoms. Also, unlike the American metagame, there was no Bizarro decks to be found. Grodd probably showing the strongest amongst the decks here. At the end of round 2, James Warner stands at 2-0 after a victory over Roy Raftery. Here he is talking about his Insanity deck that he's running today.
Today I'm running an Insanity deck, which is pretty crazy. Unfortunately, every one of the 60 cards needs to be different, so can't have 2 copies of any one card, which is a bit of a pain. But because of that, you can use Insanity cards, which have quite powerful effects. Like, for instance, with beside myself, whenever I draw a card, I can flip a coin, and if it's a head, or if you call it, and if you call it right, draw again. Or certifiable, where you can discard your entire hand and draw 4 cards. And also my favourite, Bay or Die, where I can read it. I can stun a Revenge Squad character and then stun everything on the field with a cost of 2 or less, which is pretty good. And this deck has a lot of effects where you can discard cards at random, or drawing cards randomly. So there's a lot of cards in here which help when they're discarded. Like for instance, the Joker, when he's discarded, you can put your hand back into a deck and then draw the same amount of cards again. And I've got to find them now. Another favourite of mine is Mad Hatter, who, when he is discarded, gets put into your front row, which is pretty useful. There's another guy on the board. Who's there? And that's about it, unfortunately. You just got to hope you hit what you hit, and whatever you don't, you don't. Team-ups are also quite good. I've got quite a few in here, and they all had to be different, which finding 5 different team-ups was a bit of an issue, but that's done. Yeah, so this deck teams up Gotham Knights with Arkham and Revenge Squad, because the Insanity cards basically are Arkham or Revenge Squad, so I've mixed the 2 up. And then I put Gotham Knights in there as well, so I can use things like Alfred and Two-Face, and also Hook Up, so I can discard a card using Hook Up, and then draw a card, and then obviously I can get the discard effect if I've got a card that I've discarded, and also I get the draw effect as well if I've got beside myself. That means I can key off new drawing and start flipping coins again, which is always fun. Though my opponent normally doesn't like that. And yeah, that's about it. It's just hope at the end of the day.